AEK Athens taking on Petrol Olimpija of Slovenia. Well, two sides who have struggled so far in the Basketball Champions League. AEK come into this with a 2-3 record, whereas Petrol Olimpija are just 1-4 at the moment. So both teams really need to start picking up wins, and quickly, before it's too late. A decent crowd has come in. As you can see, still a few empty seats, but we're about 10 minutes or so still before tip-off. Here are the games then coming up in Group C, just the one to finish. Three of them took place last night. Banvit getting the better of Movistar. It was a narrow victory for Raja Venezia against Beirut, and SRG Strasbourg got the better of Rosa Radom, who couldn't quite build on their win on game day 5. Rosa Radom. So a good opportunity for both of these teams to try and move further up the Group C table. Would have been disappointed with their start in the Basketball Champions League so far. Certainly the home side, they've got experience in this competition. And here is how Group C stands at the moment. Tumana Raja Venezia lead the way, 5-1 so far. And AEK Athens there down in 6th position. They know, though, that a victory here would move them on to 9 points, the same as Movistar and Medi Beirut. I think it was always going to be a bit of a learning experience for the Slovenian side here in the Basketball Champions League. Even though they may not qualify through to the knockout stages, it's still a bit of a learning curve for them, and let's hope they have taken something from it. Here are the two rosters then. Petrol Olimpija, first of all, the new entrants from Slovenia. Had a pretty stable off-season. They've seen 5 players leave the club and signed 6 newcomers. And so far in the Basketball Champions League, 2 players in particular have taken the load on offense. They are Devin Oliver, who's averaging 14.4 points a game, and also 7.4 rebounds for Devin Oliver. And the man that's really doing damage, Jordan Morgan, averaging 17.8 points a game. Here is the AEK Athens roster then. Plenty of guys who've come to the party for them, the likes of Mike Green, who's got experience in this competition. Manny Harris is a danger man, the number 3, 15.7 points and 7.7 rebounds. He's dangerous on both ends of the floor, is Manny Harris. And the likes of Dusan Sakota as well. They're a team that I think expect to be doing better than they are doing, AEK Athens. They'll perhaps be disappointed with the start that they've made, but still plenty of time, of course, to turn it around. So the two sides will just be introduced to the supporters here. First of all, the Olimpija side. This is the last round of games in the regular season before we pause briefly for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers for a few weeks. So there'll be no Basketball Champions League action next week or the week after. And we then return for the game day 7, the first week of December. So a couple of weeks of FIBA World Cup qualifiers to look forward to. I'm sure many of these players will be involved in as well for their respective countries. So now the turn of AEK Athens to be introduced. There is Delroy James, you can see, with the hood up. Manny Harris, the back of him. Impression that a large part of how they do today, Petrol Olimpija, will depend on how quiet they can keep the likes of Manny Harris. I'm sure Coach Ocon has come up with various plans to try and keep them as quiet as possible. There is Sotiris Manolopoulos, the AEK Athens head coach, shaking hands with his opposite number. Well, you've got to go back to 1997, 20 years ago for the last time that these two sides met. It came in the Euro League, And AEK Athens came out on top both home and away. A 74-71 win in Slovenia. And they then ran out winners 74-65 here in Athens, thanks to 25 points from Victor Alexander, if you remember him. So it has been some time since these two have met. Looking at the stats, though, from these two sides in the Basketball Champions League up to this stage, they're pretty similar. Not much to separate them in terms of two-point field goal percentage or three. But the big difference really between them are the turnovers. AEK Athens averaging just 10 turnovers a game, whereas Petrol Olimpija averaging 15.2 turnovers a game. So that's something that they need to try and look after. They need to make sure they look after the ball. Certainly on paper, it looks as though this one could be a pretty tightly contested affair. Well, the three officials today: Vicente Bulto of Spain, Luis Castillo, also of Spain, and Marius Julin from Romania. And we're seeing things today. Very proud of the officials that do the job here in the Basketball Champions League, some of the best in Europe. It's a fantastic arena, this, the Olympic Indoor Hall. It was completed back in 1995. Of course, it was then used at the 2004 Summer Olympics. One of the biggest and most modern indoor sports arenas in all of Europe, really. As we look at the Olympia starting five, well, I've mentioned Devin Oliver and Jordan Morgan. They are the two really to look out for Olympia. Oliver especially has had a great all-round game in the Basketball Champions League. Double digits in points and also collecting 7.4 rebounds. Same with Morgan, really, 17.8, 0.7 rebounds for him. There is Wojciech Kamiński. As we look at the AEK starting five, and well, Mike Green has got previous in this competition. He was with Pinar Karšiaka last year, so he knows all about it. And Sotiras Manolopoulos, you can just see the back of, was the assistant coach here for a couple of years before he replaced Dovk back in March of this year.
Play horns. Okay.
So we can nearly get underway. Final team talks delivered.
If the play heads out, Mike, step to the pass, step to the pass. It's better pass here, come here, pass, roll after. If you have the otherwise, drive, drop to the corner, okay, spacing. I want to post up a lot, Del, against Oliver, okay, Mike? And then we're going to start playing.
Hey, let's go, guys. Hey, we attack them. We don't wait for nothing. We attack them. Let's go. Hey, now,
Well, it's fantastic that we are able to listen into the team talks. We heard both coach and players there all participating. And we can nearly get underway. Just to let you know, we are going to, I believe, have a minute's silence before this game starts. As I'm sure you're aware, the deadly floods on the outskirts of Athens. Today, 15 people unfortunately lost their lives, and the Greek government declared a state of emergency. So Athens, AEK Athens decided to try and request a minute's silence, which was obviously approved. So we will have this before the game gets underway. perfectly observed. And of course, all our thoughts and wishes with the families of those that did tragically lose their lives in those floods. It was awful to hear, and well, puts things into perspective. But either way, the basketball game still to be played, and game day 6 on the Wednesday of the Basketball Champions League. AEK Athens taking on Petrol Olimpija, and an immediate turnover for the hosts. Throws it out to the corner, thought about the 3. Good ball movement, the 3 now on the way, and it's the perfect start for the Slovenian side. Here is Mike Green. As I said, was with Pinal Kashiaka last season, was actually MVP in the round of 16. In the 2016-17 Basketball Champions League was Mike Green. He had a 25-point, 3 assist, 5 rebound, 3 steal game against Besiktas. Here is Span. Span, good penetration and a nice little soft touch at the hoop as well. Harris to Delroy James for 3 is good, and both sides have come out shooting hot. There's Jan Span. Span drives to the baseline, throws it out to Devin Oliver. Now the 2 on the way from the foul line, and neither side can miss at the moment. Jordan Morgan, his first points of the game. It certainly won't be the last. It's Green again. They tried to double team Green. That means they left him wide open for the 3. Finally, we have a miss after a hot start from both sides. And Span, he had it knocked out of his hands. Was able to recover. Lorbeck, another good little tip away. Get the 3 to go, but the whistle is gone. That is careless. Protesting the decision. Still protesting here. Domen Lorbeck. Chance for 3 free throws. And he makes 2 of the 3. Rebound by Ilonu, the Nigerian. Manny Harris, great pass out to the corner. 3 on the way, count it. Great vision by Manny Harris. Just drove into the lane, thrown it back outside. Completely open 3. Again out to the corner. Good perimeter defense by Harris to get out quickly to prevent Span from throwing the 3. Shot clock is down to 3. The left-handed shot doesn't go. And, well, they've made a bit of a mess of that. It's just about to blow the whistle. Again, it's kept in bounds, but AEK Athens have it. Mike Green deciding to go himself, throws up the 2 and gets it to go. So a chance for an and 1 for Mike Green. Can't convert on the 3-point play. Just hear the fans warming up. Great bounce pass! And a big slam from Devin Oliver. Lovely little dish to him, though. Here's Larenzakis, nice dribble. Trying to throw it back to him. Ilonu just apologises to his teammate. So another turnover for AEK Athens. This is the little bounce pass, and Devin Oliver had nothing else in his mind. It's Lorbeck. Oliver again, throws it back outside, catch and shoot, just comes up a little big, rebound by Harris. Ilonu has to go back to Delroy James. Harris again, this time decides to throw one up. Gets it to go. So deadly on the offensive ends, Manny Harris, or to use his full name, Copper Yale, L'Adorable Harris. Now the three on the way from Span, and it's good. Both sides shooting the ball really well in the early stages here. Larenzakis throws up the three again, comes up short, rebound by Oliver. Oliver, nice little pass behind his back. Harris came out, oh, tried to go all the way, rejected. It's a big block, and then in transition down the other end, makes the two. What a block that was by Ilonu. Here's Oliver. Now Span with the pass over his head, another block by Ilonu, but the whistle had already gone. So a 14-second reset. Right-hand hook shot, it's good. Difficult shot to make. Jordan Morgan, though. Try to throw it out to the corner now in transition. Oh, went for the bounce pass. That was a chance stolen by Green. Green thought about the three instead. Gives it to Larenzakis. Tries to bank it in. Doesn't get the roll. Last touch off Olimpija. And AEK Athens will have it again. Harris for two, and Harris continues on his merry way. Up to 4 points already, couple of rebounds and 2 assists. Been a busy first quarter, tried to steal it away. Eventually they do get the steal, and now Harris the chance to join the highlight reel. And Harris throws it down. Sloppy possession really by Petrol Olimpija. 100% from the field so far is Manny Harris. Nice little bounce pass, great feign as well. Sends Larenzakis. Green trying to orchestrate things with ball in hand. Went to college at both Towson and Butler did Mike Green. This will be a 2 if it goes. Comes up way short. Whistle is gone though. It's a foul on Jordan Morgan. was the steal just a second ago, and the dunk from Harris. Harris again, wants Ilonu to come and set the screen. Shot clock is down to 2, needs to get the shot away, they've stolen it instead. Great hands as well, and the unsportsmanlike goes on Harris. So they'll head to the line. Great dribble behind the back from Devin Oliver. Confirmation of the unsportsmanlike for Manny Harris. Possession back again, just over 2.5 to go in this first quarter. See how well both sides are shooting the ball early on. 67% for AEK Athens, Olimpija 7 from 10 at the moment. Here's Lorbeck. Another 3 on the way, just comes up short. Big rebound by Ilonu. Now Green, Harris was in all kinds of space, did well to get out to the perimeter. Jan Span just to prevent Harris throwing up the 3, because he's shooting the ball well in the early stages. Harris is free again, instead a little pass underneath. Whistle had already gone. Jury steps outside, comes up way short on the 3. Offensive rebound by Ilonu, who's got 2 men on him and actually throws it away. The steal by Provat. He's 3 against 3 for the time being. Good transitional defense, but the slam is from Jordan Morgan. So Olimpija edge ahead, 20 points to 18. Morgan shooting at 80% so far from inside. Here's Manny Harris. Morgan trying to get out there to defend him. They can't stop that though, as the 3 is knocked down. Just took it over Jordan Morgan. And Dusan Sakota is off and running. Now the steal again, and it's Mike Green who's going to go himself. Green, and this time no heroics. Just makes an easy layup. Into the final 60 seconds of this first quarter. Green, another one that's shooting it well. 3 from 3 from 2-point range. It's the dunk just a moment ago. Offensive foul just called on Jordan Morgan, by the way, so Petrol Olimpija will turn it over. A chance for Athens to increase the lead. Mike Green again, looking to be the conductor of his orchestra. Throws it inside, difficult shot, turning left, trying to shoot to his right-hand side. Offensive rebound by Manny Harris. Harris, beautiful little bounce pass, and the layup is good. And AEK Athens have their biggest lead of the game so far. It's up to 5. And there's about an 8-second differential between the shot and the game clock here. Here's Jan Span. That's the rather imposing figure of Mavridis all over him. And Olimpija will keep it with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Or will they actually? Looked as though it didn't actually even touch Mavridis. They have got the decision though, the Slovenian side. It's a really poor inbound pass, and now they've got 10 seconds to get the final possession. It's Barlow for 3. Offensive rebound, and the putback is good by Mavridis. And that will be that for the first quarter. And, well, AEK Athens really just turned the screw in the final 60 seconds or so there. And what was a tightly contested first quarter, all of a sudden, AEK Athens just pulled away, and they lead 27 points to 20 at the end of the first. See how well both sides are shooting the ball from two-point range, especially, both at 75%. Three-point range is good as well, 43% for the Greek side, 50% for Petrol Olimpija. And here are the highlights from that opening quarter. So second quarter underway. Petrol Olimpija trail by 7. Three is on the way by Oliver, just comes up short. Rebound by Mavridis. 2 meters 12 is Dimitris Mavridis. It's Mike Green, steps back, throws up the 2. And Mike Green has 10 points personal. 8 points, excuse me. Thought about the 3, turned it down. Span. Now the 3 is on the way, and the 3 is good. Well, Manny Harris has it stolen off him. That's a poor possession by Harris, and decides not to even attempt to get the block. Just lets him have the 2. And an immediate timeout has been called just 60 seconds into this second quarter.
Guys, we're gonna make mistakes, okay? We're gonna make mistakes. Don't make stupid mistakes. For example, he's a shooter. Τώρα θα πας εσύ στον 6. He will go on 6. Where's Kelsey? I don't see Kelsey. Σε ποιον θα πάει?
Το 15. Number 15.
Number 15.
Number 8.
Number 8. Every time we play blue or zipper, they have problem. We did a good job. Okay. One zip four. Guys, we have to execute. One zip four. Okay. Kelsey, you run.
Go, go.
Hey, if you don't have time,
Fascinating again, being able to hear what Sotiris Manolopoulos was instructing his AEK Athens side. Don't make stupid mistakes. Well, perhaps that was aimed at Manny Harris after he was rather simply stripped off the ball just a couple of moments ago. Foul goes on Bojan Radulovic. That's first, the lead is down to 4. Barlow, nice pass inside and just couldn't quite get the two to go. It's Olimpija who come away with it. Jan Span with the bounce pass to throw it back outside. Batsim decided to turn down the 3. Up against Manny Harris. Now Oliver, difficult shot. No good, rebound by Mavroidis. That's what they wanted to do, just dominate the glass. Barlow to Xantopoulos. Foul was called. Dusan Sakota drawing it. His dad, Dragan Sakota, used to coach AEK Athens. His brother Milos as well is, he was a pro. So basketball certainly runs in the Sakota family. Great inbound pass, should have made the 2 really, Sakota. Good rebound by Oliver. And Oliver, though, just throws it straight away, intercepted by Larantzakis. He'll be disappointed after getting it and then just throwing it straight away. See the disappointment in the coach's face on the sideline. So Hrovat called on his second foul. Mavroidis. Foul again on Radulovic. I think the fans wanted a technical called on Radulovic there. This reaction now. He's got a little lucky. Stolen by Oliver. Oliver may have to go himself here. Good transitional defense by AEK Athens. Throws it back out to Hrovat. Pass across the floor. Comes up short with the 3. Rebound by Dusan Sakota. And Manny Harris. Harris for 3 is good again. Manny Harris. What a start he's had to this game, Harris. He's up to 9 points. Stolen again. Radulovic has lost it. Gives it to the big man who throws it down. Too many turnovers at the moment for Olimpija, that's for sure. Got to look after the ball a lot better than they are doing. And they need to make sure they don't allow this guy any open looks from beyond the arc. Another 3 knocked down. 4 from 5 from the field so far is Manny Harris, and another timeout has been called.
Larry, high, high enough, you run, you get the ball, you play one-on-one, he's gonna clear out everybody out.
Come on, fellas, go.
Well, just the one win so far in the Basketball Champions League for Petrol Olimpija. That came on game day 4. An on-the-road win against Movistar Estudiantes. They lost against Strasbourg on game day 1, Banvit on game day 2, Medi Beirut on game day 3, and Umana Rea Venezia last week in game day 5. There's Harris again, foul called on Jan Span. Second foul on Span. Olimpija in the penalty already, which is ominous for them, with still about 6.5 to go in the second quarter. So that could come back to haunt them. Every single foul they give away will be a trip to the line for AEK Athens. Harris at the line. As I was saying, his full name, Copiale L'Adorable Harris. It was actually his dad who gave him the nickname Manny, after Manny Ribera from Scarface for some reason. Both sides struggling from the foul line. Those numbers should be an awful lot better, that's for sure. A quick look round there, did Hrovat. I think he was expecting a whistle. Didn't get one to go. So foul on Xantopoulos, his first of the game. That was the little push on Hrovat that nearly led to him throwing the ball out of bounds. That's a really good inbound pass. Can't get it to go. He thought he was fouled, though, Oliver. So it's a double-digit lead for the very first time. That's another 2 goes for Manny Harris. Well, I spoke about how he's had a really good start to the Basketball Champions League. 83% from the field so far is Manny Harris. He's averaging 15.7 points coming into this game. You sense that that's going to only go up, and a really poor pass. Didn't look, just expected his teammate to be out there, which he wasn't. So Morgan throws it away. Harris again. This is the man whose hands they want the ball to be in. Throws it out to the corner. The three's no good. Rebound by Badzim. Hrovat throws it back outside. Extra pass out to the corner. The three no good. Rebound by Mavridis. Good ball movement by Olimpija, just struggling to execute. Dujan Sakota, shot clock down to 3, had to throw it up, air ball. Yeah, it didn't hit the rim. I thought it was an offensive rebound. I didn't think that it actually hit the basket, so that is a shot clock violation. AEK Athens will turn it. So Manny Harris checks out. Great game for him so far. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for Manny Harris so far. It's another steal. They really need to look after the ball better, and Sakota doesn't get the roll, but the putback is good by Mavridis. It's proving a bit of a handful, Dimitris Mavridis so far. At the club since 2015. Mike Green. Great pass, and just look at the space Mavridis has. The defense went AWOL. They really need to tighten things up here, the Slovenian side. Difficult shot, just doesn't get the roll, but he'll head to the line and shoot two. Mavridis, 10.6 rebounds already for the big man. So second foul on Xantopoulos, he goes to take a seat. Got to hand it to the AEK Athens supporters that have come in, not stopped singing so far. And at the moment, AEK Athens are putting on a bit of a show for them. The lead is 12. Mavridis, who's had a really good game, throws it outside. Three for Sai, no good. Rebound by Castrati. Did start his career at Union Olimpija, did Jon Castrati. Moved to Kirka for 5 years between 2012-2017 before re-signing earlier this year. A silly foul to give away by Larentzakis, who checks out. Goes up, difficult shot is fouled, and Rocco Badzim will head to the line and shoot two. All over the right arm was Mavridis. Well, important here for Olimpija to make sure they stay in touch. The lead back to 10. Just over 3 minutes to go. It's the foot. So AEK Athens will keep it. Needs to inbound, which he did just in time, to Banjas Sai. Harris again. And AEK will turn it over. See the left foot left the ground, call on the travel. Turnovers already for Olimpija. Spoke about them averaging 15, make that 11 turnovers as Banjas Sai drives and penetrates, and the putback dunk is no good. Grabs his own rebound again, and Harris can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Mike Green for three from way downtown, and Mike Green makes the three. So Green into double digits. He's got 11 points, 4 assists so far for Mike Green. This doesn't look particularly good. Not sure whether he's just winded here, Erjon Castrati. Hopefully it's nothing more serious than that. Oh yeah, he just got an elbow to the face on the way down. Nothing malicious. Just making sure that he's okay here, not trying to move him or anything. It's good to see that he's up on his feet at least. So the timeout has been called, by the way, by Olimpija. That's what we want to see all families in. Trying to inspire the next generation. Players that could potentially throw on this jersey at some stage in the near future. Oh, that'll be a nice one tomorrow morning. So the lead is up to 13 for AEK Athens. Biggest lead so far has been 14. Morgan, who started well, has just gone a little quiet, and they've turned it over yet again. Have Olimpija. Mike Green. Shot clock down to 5. Poor bounce pass by Banjasai, throws it away. Very nearly turned it straight back over. Jan Span. Oh, Sai very nearly steals it. Here comes Manny Harris again. Another dunk to add to his collection for Manny Harris. Did really well there, Harris. I think he realised that Olimpija are in trouble. Sai very nearly stole it. Now Sai's called on the foul. Just under 90 seconds to go. Mavridis. Oh, wonderful pass. And the 2 is good by Edin Atic. Well, Mavridis showing that he's not just a big man, he can play as well. And the finish on the reverse doesn't go, but it was tapped in by Bojan Radonjovic. Mavridis. Banjasai drives to the baseline, comes off the knee of Mavridis, and now the fast break up the other end. Hrovat puts it away. And the lead is back down to 11 with just over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So timeout taken.
Okay. Maybe they will play zone. Okay, maybe they will play zone. Play zone press, of course, 13. Depending on the time we have, we can play horns. If we don't have enough,
but we have to be more aggressive. Then watch the time. Okay, span. Let's go. Bravo, evo, go.
My brother is my problem. There, I saw.
11 steals already for AEK Athens. So 34.8 seconds to go in this first half. It's an 11-point lead for the hosts. And the ball in the capable hands of Mike Green. Great dribble from Green. The alley-oop pass is just off target, but it's tapped back in by Mavridis, whose first half continues. 12 points now for the big man, 6 rebounds, and a nice little dime as well. Last possession of the first half is a good one, and that will be that. Well, Olimpija have done well just to stay in touch here. AEK Athens have shot the ball well. And at half-time, AEK 50, Petrol Olimpija 39. Well, there's been plenty of big performers for AEK Athens, especially. Both sides have shot the ball well, especially from two-point range, 65% and 69% respectively. AEK struggling from the foul line, struggling to get to the line as well, completely out-rebounding Olimpija, though 20 rebounds to just 8 for Olimpija. 10 of those 20 have been offensive, so they need to box out a lot better, do Olimpija in this second half. Couple of big blocks as well from AEK Athens, and both sides turning the ball over far too often. Here are the game leaders. Manny Harris has been absolutely tremendous, 14 points for him so far. 5 rebounds as well. Mavridis has had a big game. He's got 12.6 rebounds. 3 steals as well for Manny Harris. And Jordan Morgan has led the way really for Olimpija. 10 points, 3 rebounds, and a few steals as well. Mike Green has reached double digits. He's got 11 points to go with his 4 assists. Here are the highlights then from the first half here. I'll leave you with these. Make sure you're back, though, in around 10 minutes' time, when the second half will get underway. But at the break, AEK Athens 50, Petrol Olimpija 39. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Athens, Greece. Game day 6 of the Basketball Champions League. We are focusing on Group C, as two sides who have actually struggled coming into this game week in the Basketball Champions League. AEK Athens and Petrol Olimpija going head-to-head. And so far, it's going the way of the team in yellow and black, as AEK Athens have a 50-point to 39 advantage as we head into the third quarter. A lot of their big players have stepped up as well, the likes of Manny Harris, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Mike Green, 11 points, 4 assists. And also Dimitris Mavroidis, the big man, with 12 points and 6 rebounds as well for him. As for Petrol Olimpija, well, they've been heavily reliant on Jordan Morgan, as they have been in the Basketball Champions League regular season so far. He's got 10 points, 3 rebounds, and Devin Oliver has 3 assists to go with his 4 points. They just need to tighten up on defense, really. Both sides shooting the ball well, though, in that first half, especially from 2-point range. 65% for AEK Athens, 69% for the Slovenian side. From 3, 42% for Athens, 38% for Petrol Olimpija. Athens have really struggled from the foul line as well, so presumably there'll be some extra free throw shooting just after training all week. Make sure that they sharpen that up. All other games in Group C have been completed. They all were yesterday or earlier on today. So Rosa Radom lost 63-74 to Strasbourg. Couldn't build on their win on game day 5, Rosa Radom. Umana Venezia, they are still at the top of Group C. They beat Medi Beirut 70 points to 67. And the other game in Group C saw a really close one. Banvit 82, Movistar Estudiantes 80. So those are the scores in the other game in Group C. So this is the last one to be completed. And at the moment it is going the way of AEK Athens, but certainly still in touch out here are Petrol Olimpija. They did well. And it's just an 11-point game as the third quarter is underway. It'll be AEK Athens with the first possession. It's Green into Larenzakis. Larenzakis again. Drives to the baseline and throws it out of bounds, so an immediate turnover for Athens. Here is Jan Span. Now Lorbeck throws up a difficult 2, comes up way short, rebound, and now Mike Green can bring it forward for AEK Athens. Good transitional defense by Olimpija, though, just to slow Green down. And Manny Harris. Harris drives and tries to throw the dunk down in the end. Just had to change his mind at the very last second and made a nice layup in the end, Manny Harris. Looked as though he was going to try and dunk all over the defense there, Manny Harris, but he's got 16 points personal as the 3 is on the way from Hrovat. Little too much on it. In the end, it's Mike Green who controls the rebound. Green again, great pass, and a little floater goes from Manny Harris. What a game Manny Harris is having. 73% from the field. It's not a backcourt violation. It was just tipped out of his hands by Larenzakis, so he's Done well to control it again, Jan Span, but the shot clock is down to 3, so he has to get the shot away, but a whistle goes on Sakota. So it'll be a 14-second reset for Olimpija. Another foul as Lorbeck tried to throw it out. Mike Green looks a little perplexed at the decision. It's Lorbeck. Lorbeck throws it out to Hrovat. The catch and shoot is no good. Manny Harris, nice screen set to allow Harris to take the 3. And did you expect it to finish anywhere else? Clever little screen set by Ilonu just to allow Harris the space to throw the 3. And a timeout has been called.
Junior, don't come for the pick. Come here and then cut so you have the right drive. Slip on him and he will go to the other side. You listen, hey! Yes, slip and try to change, hey! Listen, try to change the angle the last moment and after you follow him. Let's go, Yellow. Let's go.
Yeah, not the start that Olimpija are after in this third quarter. It's a 7-0 run for AEK Athens to start with. Just instructing his team to play a lot quicker than they are doing. He was saying how slow the tempo is for Petrol Olimpija. Need to try and speed things up, increase the tempo, push the pace. Nice ball movement, Jan Span. Span might have to go himself, stripped out of his hands. And now Manny Harris. Well, Harris always looking to try and throw that 3 if he can. Foul underneath, though, by Devin Oliver. His first, but all of a sudden, look, the lead is nearly 20. Thanks to this man, really. Throws up the 2 from the foul line, and he's finally missed one, has Manny Harris. Rebound by Oliver. Oliver looking to go coast to coast, throws up the 2, no good. Just got the roll. Is it put back by Morgan in the end? Here's Kelsey Barlow. Ball movement again, Barlow for 3. Comes up way short, Kelsey Barlow. Pass out to Span, open 3. Again is short. But a whistle, Mike Green not happy with the call. Bit of a perplexed look across his face for Mike Green. Just a little nudge in the back on Gregor Hrovat to allow him to grab the rebound. Left-hand hook shot is good by Devin Oliver. Clever shot. Here is Kelsey Barlow again. Another one that basketball really runs in the family for Kelsey Barlow. His father, Ken, played professionally in Greece as the steal. Now Oliver decides to go himself, doesn't get the roll, but will head to the line and shoot two. His brother Keenan Barlow was also a good college player. To Dayton College did Devin Oliver, drafted in the 2014 NBA draft. Did play some summer league for the Boston Celtics. First professional club was in Belgium though, with Limburg United. He's been to Israel and France before joining Olimpija back in 2016. Nicely put away in traffic by Ilonu. Great little bounce pass, Oliver, with the left-hand finish. So again, they're just staying in touch here, Olimpija. Got off to a poor start in this third quarter. Could have got their heads down, but got the lead back to just 13. At one stage, it looked like it was heading to 20. Ilonu. And Kelsey Barlow. Barlow, great pass to Manny Harris. Harris in traffic, throws it back outside. Barlow for three is good. Good ball movement between Harris and Barlow. His first points of the game. Thrown away. It's what they can't afford to do. Petrol Olimpija. Now Manny Harris. Harris to Barlow, who fancies his luck again. Just comes up short this time. Rebound by Span. Nearly another steal by Barlow. AEK Athens in the penalty for the next 4 and a bit minutes. Green in deep discussion with Sotiris Manolopoulos. Still a 14-point lead for AEK Athens, looking to try and improve upon their round of 16 exit last year. They narrowly lost to AS Monaco, who've started this year's Basketball Champions League in tremendous fashion of AS Monaco. Is Harris. Harris, difficult shot, just about gets the roll. Can't miss at the moment, Manny Harris. Yeah, Monaco added yet another win to their regular season campaign against Murcia. Considering they basically lost the majority of their roster in the summer. Just a completely different side. Lorbeck reduces the arrears to 14. Big difference, not only in the free throw percentage, but also the amount of trips to the line as well. Oh, he's done really well to prevent the ball going out of bounds. Good hustle. And they've done well to keep hold of it. And now the fast break as Hrobat throws it back outside. Lorbeck, good ball movement. Oh, and the massive dunk all over the defense. Fouled as well, and a chance for a three-point play. Jordan Morgan at his best. Get out of my way, he says to Dusan Sakota. Well, that'll be one of the plays of game day 6. And he made the free throw as well, did Jordan Morgan. He was a tremendous student athlete, was Jordan Morgan. Went to the University of Michigan. Great pass underneath. And he'll head to the line and shoot 2. Yeah, he earned an MS in manufacturing engineering, did Jordan Morgan. Actually, Barack Obama went to speak at the University of Michigan back in 2014. And he actually pointed out Jordan Morgan for undertaking graduate studies in engineering and being a student athlete at Michigan. They also sent him a letter from the White House signed by Barack Obama congratulating Jordan Morgan for his academic achievements, as well as his basketball achievements as well. So in a sense, if he hadn't have gone into basketball, he could very easily have gone into something else as impressive, which he may well still do when basketball comes to an end in however many years' time. So Zanchopoulos comes back in, the lead at 13, with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter here. Have done well to come back into this third of the Slovenian side after AEK Athens raced out to a 7-0 lead in this third. Offensive foul though, and Olimpija will turn it over. Illegal screen from Jordan Morgan, his third, so he's just got to be a little careful now. Jordan Morgan in a bit of foul trouble. Now Manny Harris, 23 points so far for Manny Harris, steps back. This will be a 2 if it goes, and of course it goes. It's Manny Harris who's got 25 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists, staking a real claim to be the game day 6 MVP at the moment is Manny Harris. Drives rejected. And now in transition down the other end, Atic for 3. Comes up short. Offensive rebound by Harris. Here he is again. Shot clock down to 4. Barlow for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound. Need to box out better than this to Petrol Olimpija. Harris just slowing it down as they get another reset. Harris, the alley-oop pass! Oh, my word! As good as it gets from AEK Athens. Ilonu moves to 6 points personal. The lead is 17 as Morgan does well to make the 2. And we'll head to the line for the chance of a 3-point play. What a block by Ilonu. Perfectly timed. So made the 3-point play as well. So Morgan up to 18 points. He's got 80% from the field as well as Harris for 3. Just a little long on this occasion. Well, Harris checks out. What a game he's had so far, though. 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Difference in rebounds still. Spann decides to throw the 3, and Spann connects with the 3. Much needed for Olimpija. Just as AEK Athens looked as though they were creeping ahead again. Atic out to Mike Green. Green feigns. Fouled. 5 seconds left on the clock. Foul goes on Oliver. Drafted back in 2008 in the NBA, drafted Mike Green, did play some summer league with the likes of the Philadelphia 76ers and the Portland Trail Blazers, but never quite happened for him in the NBA. Perhaps the last possession of the 3rd quarter. The lead is still 13. Devin Oliver, good penetration, can't get the left-hand finish to go. They've got 3 seconds to try and get the last bucket, throws it up and just comes up short. Well, after a really fast start to that 3rd quarter by AEK Athens, Petrol Olimpija have done well. They are still not out of this. AEK 72, Petrol Olimpija 59 at the end of the 3rd. Here are the stats still, both sides shooting it well from 2-point range, both in the 30s percentile from 3-point range. And here are the highlights from that 3rd quarter. So final quarter just about to get going. Only won 1 of their 3 home games so far have AEK Athens. They lost on game day 1 to Movistar Estudiantes. They lost on game day 3 at home to Banvit. And their only victory so far came on game day 4 in a pretty tight affair also against Rosa Radom, who have struggled really in the Basketball Champions League, but AEK Athens got the better of them, 96-92. So looking to try and make it back-to-back home wins here. Two seconds left on the shot clock, and now they've thrown it away. That'll be a backcourt violation or a shot clock violation, whatever came first. It's Harris. Just to draw the foul. Harris again, good pass, throws it back outside. Now Harris in space, decides to turn down the three, throws the long two, no good. Rebound by Mavridis. Last touch though was off the big man. And Olimpija will get it back. Well, the Athens fans still singing and chanting as they have done all game. Trying to pass it inside. Someone to inbound to. Decided against the three. Hrovat throws up the little teardrop and gets it to go. Lead is back to 11. Do not write Petrol Olimpija off just yet. Seems like they've trailed for the majority of this game, but they are still in touch here. Foul this time goes on Bumnic. Larenzakis, great penetration, or just doesn't get the two, but was fouled, and will head to the line. Difficult shot, falling to his left. It looked good in the air. So good by Mavridis, gets the offensive rebound, puts in the two, and fouled. So a chance for a three-point play for the big man. 14 points, 7 rebounds for Mavridis, looking to try and make it 15 points here. Which he does. Down to three. This time he does throw it, just off target. Offensive rebound by Oliver. Oliver drives to the baseline, and the big left-handed dunk by Devin Oliver. We had a pretty good 2017 domestically, did Devin Oliver. He won the Slovenian League, he won the Slovenian Cup, he won the Slovenian Super Cup, he was the Slovenian League Finals MVP. And he was also the Slovenian Super Cup MVP, so the awards just kept coming for Devin Oliver. Continuing that good form on the European big stage. The three on the way is good by Rocco Badzim. bad smell. They're just not going away here. Petrol Olimpija, the lead again is just 12. They need to get a few stops. They can't afford to trade as Atic throws from long range. No good. Hrovac with the rebound. 3 on the way. This would have made it a single-digit game. No good. Mavredis tried the bounce pass. The foul goes on Oliver. He's not happy with the call. I don't think there was any contact. So that's his 4th for Devin Oliver. Atic is the man at the line, only 20 years of age, Edin Atic. He's been at AEK Athens since 2015, but has been loaned out the last few seasons just to get him some more game time than he probably would get here in the Greek capital. Turnover. And now the fast break to Atic, who makes an easy 2. Rebound, Mavredis. Lead back up to 15. The 3 on the way from Harris. No good on this occasion. Haven't said that too much today when the ball's in Manny Harris's hands. Copper Yale Harris has thought about the dunk, but was fouled on his way up. So Morgan will head to the line. A chance for him to get to 20 points. That's the second. So timeout has been called with just under 6 minutes to go in this final quarter. Let's try and listen in.
Don't relax, we have 2 fouls to give. They will press us. 13, 3 guards. Okay. Safety. Here. Hey. Here. Guys, we cannot let them shoot threes. Not especially number 6, number 10. Pick and pop with a 5. Quick recover. Quick recover, everyone.
Number 7 is the 4 man now. Number 7 is the 4.
Number 7 is a 4.
Oliver is out.
Number 7 is a 4.
Babo, come here. Grega, start here. Yorba, start here. Kuba first, Jordan second. Steger. Grega up. Kuba strike. Hey, Jordan. Continue. Yorba down. If it's nothing. First is corner, then it's fine.
Olimpija have just been in and around kind of 12 to 15 points behind for most of this game, it seems. They haven't really been able to apply any serious pressure on AEK Athens. Again, the lead is back up to 14. Here's Mike Green. Comes up short. Rebound by Bubnic. And he turned it over. Do well to keep hold of it. Morgan has it stolen. And the easiest of twos for Larenzakis. Good, Larenzakis with the rebound. Just another reminder, said right at the start that this is the last game day before we have just a little break in the Basketball Champions League. We didn't have this last year. It's an international break, if you will, for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. So we have a 2-week break in the Basketball Champions League. So there will be plenty of basketball still taking place, with all the countries in the respective continents trying to qualify for the World Cup in China. So it means that the Basketball Champions League game day 7 won't commence until Tuesday the 5th of December. So Tuesday the 5th and Wednesday the 6th of December are the next is the next game day in the Basketball Champions League. So if you tune in next Tuesday and Wednesday and don't see any Champions League action, that is why. As I said, still plenty of basketball to enjoy. All of the players on show in the Basketball Champions League will be representing their countries in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Three on the way, and the three is good. And AEK Athens are now beginning to pull away. It's Larenzakis again. Throws it out, makes sure he steps back so it would be a three. Doesn't get the roll, but a whistle. I think he's gone on Dusan Sakota, or is it Mavredis? It's gone on Mavredis. You can just see that left arm wrapped around Jordan Morgan. So when we return in early December for game day 7, we have 3 more game weeks, and then we have another couple week break for over the Christmas and New Year period. So the 3 more games that AEK Athens have before Christmas, they are away to Medi Beirut on Wednesday the 6th of December. The following Tuesday they're also on the road against Movistar Estudiantes, and then their final game before Christmas on the 20th of December is the steal by Oliver. Oliver looking to go himself, and a traveller's call, so Olimpija will turn it over. Yeah, Athens' final game before Christmas, Wednesday the 20th of December, and they are at home here at the Olympic Indoor Hall against Umana Rea Venezia, currently top Group C. As for Petrol Olimpija, well, they actually have 3 home games after the little international break, so that's nice for them. No travelling involved. They're at home to Rosa Radom on Tuesday the 5th of December. A week later they're at home to SIG Strasbourg, and then Tuesday the 19th of December, their final game before Christmas, at home to Banvit, as the uncontested 3 is no good. Mavredis with the rebounds. Make sure you download the Basketball Champions League app, though, just to stay updated with everything that's going on in this tournament during the break. As the fast break to Oliver, who throws it down. A new app for this season, Basketball Champions League app. All your latest news and highlights and videos, you can see it all there. Well worth downloading. think the problem that Petrol Olimpija have is that they are so reliant on two guys to carry them on the offensive end, the likes of Jordan Morgan and Devin Oliver. They came into this averaging 17.8 points and 14.4 points a game, respectively. There's only Hrovat, who's the other player in their team, averaging in double digits. And again today they've been heavily reliant on those two. Morgan's got 21, Oliver with 13. Hrovat and Span also have 10, but they need a few more guys to really come to the party offensively, because Oliver and Morgan, they can't do it every single week. Tries to bank it in, and a shot clock violation, so AEK Athens will turn it over. Just missed the rim. That's why they didn't get a reset. The Greek side, as Manny Harris checks out. An opportunity for Dimitrios Moraitis, who's only 18 years of age. They paid over €1 million to buy his contract out. Did AEK Athens. He signed a 6-year contract back in 2015. Another whose family basketball sort of runs in the family. His father Kostas was a professional basketball player as well. Right-hand hook shot is good by Domen Lorbeck. Difficult shot. No good, grabs his own rebound, no. Can't put it back at the second time of asking out. The third time, he finally does. Dujan Sakota. This is Morgan. Shot clock down to 3. Someone's got to get the shot away. It's Span who throws the 3. In and out. Rebound by Edin Atic. And we're into the final 30 seconds. Two is good by Dujan Sakota. Just wind the clock down, the handshakes are taken, and AEK Athens make it back-to-back home wins in the Basketball Champions League regular season. They move to 3-3 to the Greek side, but it's still a struggle for Petrol Olimpija. 1-5 now for the Slovenians. It's finished. AEK 91, Petrol Olimpija 73. Game stats, well, both sides shot the ball well from two-point range, over 60%. AEK Athens just a little better from 3. They were completely out-rebounded, though. AEK Athens 91-73 it finished, but 40 rebounds for AEK Athens, nearly 15 more than Olimpija. 3 blocks for the Greeks, a few more turnovers as well for Olimpija. Need to look after the ball better as the Basketball Champions League goes on. Manny Harris was absolutely fantastic. 26 points he finished with. It was Morgan that led the way for Petrol Olimpija. 21 points, 8 rebounds for him. Mavridis had a big game as well. He had 15 points, 11 rebounds, finished with a double-double. Mike Green had 13 points, and as you can see, reliant again, Olimpija, on Devin Oliver and Jordan Morgan. Morgan finished with 21, Oliver with 13. Here's a look at how Group C stands then. It's still Umana Reya Venezia who lead the way after game day 6. They have 11 points after their 6 games. AEK Athens 3-3 now. They have 9 points along with Medi Beirut and Movistar Estudiantes. And unfortunately for Petrol Olimpija, they prop up the table just below Rosa Radom, who are 1-5 each. So they will be hoping that this little break that we have now, this little 2-week break for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, will perhaps see a change in their fortunes when the Basketball Champions League returns in a fortnight's time. Well, Manny Harris was the star man. Here's a look at some of the highlights, and many of them will include that man. So yeah, a 2-week break in the Basketball Champions League. We return on Tuesday the 5th of December and Wednesday the 6th of December for game day 7 for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers to take place over the next few weeks. So a bit of a break. Yeah, make sure you're back with us on livebasketball.tv early December for 3 more game weeks before the Christmas break. Thanks for your company today, and make sure you download the app as well. It finished here, AEK Athens 91, Petrol Olimpija 73.